I don't know who started all this talk about good always being mixed in with the bad and bad with good. All I know is when people are alone, when there's no law to see to it that they got to stand inside the bounds, then they're either all good or all bad. And it's a tough thing for a boy to find out that his pa is one of the bad.
Pa! Pa, I think we should go back and get Frank and Aaron.
We don't need no help. I've been chasing squatters off my land for over 50 years. You just stay behind me, boy. Keep that rifle pointed in the right direction. You gotta get off of my land. This land belongs to me and my boy. I ain't gonna allow no squatter to squatter none of it.
Well, now, this land was homesteaded by a white man and his Indian wife.
Like hell! I filed my papers over in Charlotte last year. There was no record of no man lying claim to any land up here. Sure as hell don't belong to no damn Indian.
Now, let me tell you something, old man. I don't know where you and your boy are from, and I don't give a damn where you're headed. But maybe you ought to take a moment to check the calluses on that woman's hand in there. Or maybe you ought to ask her late husband in his grave, who died at the end of a Shawnee lance protecting his home, who this land belongs to.
I ain't gonna ask nobody nothing. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Me and my boy are gonna give you until morning to get off of this mountain to my land.
Well, now, morning's just too far away from me.
Pa! Pa! Let me leave. Just let me leave.
You go take care of your pa. I didn't know it then, but the man who let me live became a hero to the Tennessee Territory. Well, I guess with what happened after that day, I'm a small part of the legend, too. The legend of Hawken.
pay for what you've done. This ain't no messing around now. This ain't for fun. You're gonna see what it's like to be on the wrong end of a gun. Yeah. Yeah, I live by the law of the land. It takes us to and breathe to know what it takes to survive. By the law of the land. Now when two men fight for glory, only one is alive. By the law of the land. Yeah, the law of the land says a man gotta fight for a reason. And you don't want anybody trying to see you. By the law of the land. Yeah, I live by the law of the land. Yeah, I live by the law of the land.
Some say he was raised by the Iroquois, and that's why he treated Indians just like they were folks. Some say he came west after his wife and baby died of the fever. All I know for sure is that he trapped and traded on his own until he came out to the land of the Shawnee. And that's where this story really starts, I guess. 1 year ago, on one of those summer days when you can just tell the sky is going to split and a douser is coming. So, Hawken found shelter for his horses and caught his first sight of the Indian woman, Spirit. Sometimes it's worse than killing a man to steal his horses. But one thing though Shawnee didn't count on, Hawken could track a leaf back to its place on the tree. And skunks like them leave an easier trail to follow.
You better say something, woman.
My child dead.
How?
Starved.
My horses?
Gone.
This is another one of your tricks. I'm gonna blow your head off.
No trick. No food many days.
This child was the son of Spirit and a white man who she loved and who took her as a wife. Shawnee raiders from her tribe tracked them to their homestead and killed that white man. The child? Well, to the Shawnee, he was the enemy too. He had white blood, you see, so they let him die. They starved that baby because it was the white man's son. Spirit led Hawken to the spot where the Shawnee had dumped what they stole with his pack horses. He found everything he needed. They made their camp across the river and waited. My ma taught me that revenge isn't holy, isn't right. But against those Indians, I bet it was damn sweet.
You know, they're gonna wish they had never starved that baby of yours. And they're sure as hell gonna wish they'd never taken my horses. Learn to share, see? I said, what's your name, woman?
Spirit,
Where are your people?
gone. Cumberland Gap. I go with you?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I've been alone all my life. I'm going to stay alone, too.
Next morning, Hawken made a pack, gave Spirit one of his horses, and sent her on her way. She would try to find her people, other side of the Cumberland. He didn't know it then. Maybe he hoped one day he'd meet her again. Hawken had already seen that Tennessee could be a dangerous place with something to fear around every turn of the river. You might never could tell from which direction. Now everybody knew that Crawley and Luke were harmless fools. Well, they were idiots, all right. But no fool is ever really harmless.
Howdy, howdy. My name's Crawley. What's yours, friend?
I'm called Hawken.
Hawken. Hawken. What a name.
Well, now, it suited me just fine. More than 20 years, I'd say.
Well, Hawken, I hope you're good with that thing crossed you out. 'Cause up yonder about a mile or more, the river's swarming with Shawnee.
How many Shawnee you say were upriver?
A lot. A hell of a lot.
Oh, there's about at least half a hundred.
Oh, we gotta go and get out of here. You wanna ride with us? Nope. Suit yourself. Let's ride, Luke.
Hawken. Hawken. Take care, friend.
Hawken had only one friend in the world that I ever heard about. A crusty old trapper named Jeb Klein.
Hey, Jeb.
Well, I'll be damned.
Hawken! Come on down. Hang on to my rifle for me. Let me get down. This is How are you? Hell, I didn't know whether you was ever going to make it or not.
Well, I told you I'd be here by late spring. Took over a month, though.
My riding brought you, didn't it?
You're riding. Jeb Klein, when did you ever learn reading and writing? Huh?
I got it done, didn't I?
Oh, you got it done all right. I'd look all over Fort Worth before I found someone who could tell me what it was written in.
They told me it was in English.
Well, whoever they is, if they'd told you a skunk didn't have stripes, you'd probably believe that too, wouldn't you?
That's my land, Hawken. All of it.
You got a mighty fine plantation, Jeb. A lot of land for one man.
Good to have you. How about some of that home cooking, huh? Well, I guess it's been a long time since you had some hot cooking.
Wow.
You had any trouble out in the Shawnee?
Well, they came by last week and took my last horse and my Indian woman. And then I lost that old mare last winter.
Horse freeze?
No, I got hungry and had to eat her. Hawken, did you run into any Shawnee on the way in?
Not really.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, that means I saw some, but they gave me no trouble.
If you saw Shawnee, you saw trouble.
Well, maybe you just don't deal with them quite like I do.
When do you reckon those Shawnee gave me that bone and turned right around and took her back?
Maybe she showed some young buck things you taught her, and he got to liking it.
Not Buffalo Hide. She was faithful, and I know it.
Buffalo Hide.
She never looked at another man all the time she was with me.
How'd you come by her, anyway?
She was a gift.
Gift.
Yeah, plain out gift from an old Shawnee chief. He gave her to me for healing him.
Healing him?
Yeah. Healed him of the hiccups.
Hiccups?
Yeah. Had him for over a year. Couldn't get shut up. Asked me if I could cure him.
And?
Simple as hell, I cured her. You know, the best way to cure the hiccups is to scare him away.
Maybe, but I reckon it'd be a little difficult to scare anything away from an old Shawnee chief.
I took him out behind the cabin, bent him over a fallen tree and tied his ankles to his hands, pulled his breeches down, shoved a candle up his ass and lit it. I told him, you better be thinking more about that fire than you are the hiccups. You never hiccuped again. Sun's up, Klein, and you ain't. Morning.
Morning, Jeb. Fellow by the name of Samuel Colt sent you this.
Sam Colt. Sam Colt. Oh, that's the guy we trapped with up in the Rockies.
Just go on and open it up, Klein.
What in the hell is it?
Oh, open it up. It's a revolver, you see. Every time you hammer back, that trigger just drops down there. Fire it. Hammer back. Fire it. 5 times, 36 caliber ball, or you have to reload. Just pull that trigger up, and it comes out of your pants real smooth. Too bad the boys Alamo didn't have something like that.
God, what a gun.
I bought you some ball powder for it, too. It'll take your kind of cow.
Hawkins, I can't take your gun.
You didn't.
I might have known something like that.
Crawley, how about you let me crawl up on your horse and ride a while?
I told you to walk that old horse some. You rode him to death.
I can't go on. My foot's killing me.
Well, I'm going to go on without you.
That ain't funny, Crawley. That ain't funny at all.
Well, I can't wait on you anymore.
Maybe I'll just take your horse.
And maybe you'd like to try to take me first.
Now look, I share everything with you, don't I? Remember that brave I had last year, and I shared him with you, didn't I?
You are a lying son of a bitch.
Well, that's drunk. Hell, I didn't know.
Well, you in luck, Luke.
How's that?
See that park in the river down there?
Yeah?
Well, that's Willow Creek. You know who lives on Willow Creek.
No, I don't know. Jim Klein! Jim!
Hawken, if you follow this creek here, it'll lead you right into the Cumberland.
How many days you figure it's gonna take me, Jeb?
On more than half a day from here to the Cumberland. Then you turn east and right alongside it a couple of days. You come to the big mountains. The trees grow so tall there they touch the clouds. That's where I'm gonna get the columns for my porch one of these days.
Now, you take care of that extra pack horse I'm leaving you. Things get tough on you this winter. You come up to see me up the Cumberland. Don't eat him. I mean it.
Thank you, Tom.
Horse crap.
You better not tell him about them Shawnee Indians heading this way. He might not want to part with that horse.
I tell him my ma's real sick down in Nashville, and that I just got to see her.
You never had a mother.
Well, I tell him something. If he don't want to part with that horse, then I reckon I'll just have to take it now, won't I?
Hey, Jeff. Jeff Klein. Hey, Jeff Klein. This here's Crawley Frank and Luke Whitehead. You know us. We by here last spring.
What can I do for you?
We'd like to come up and see ye.
Well, come on up.
Take your hat off, show some manners.
What can I do for you?
We could sure use some grub.
Yeah, looks like it. Well, come on in. I got some stew on.
Well, that sounds good.
Oh, it does. Go get the horse.
Huh?
You go get the horse. Go on. Jeff, you sure make a fine stew.
Yeah, it's about the best I ever had.
Well, where you boys heading?
We heading down Nashville.
Yeah, my mama took real sick. Didn't find out about it till about a week ago. And we had a little bad luck yesterday. The horse stepped in a hole in the river and broke his leg. Had to shoot him. Wondering if maybe if I could borrow your horse and ride into Nashville to see my sick ma. Bring him back in about a week.
You know, a man left out here without a horse is asking for trouble. Well, there's more of that stew left you guys wanted. I'm turning in.
Won't get an early start. Believe I'll leave about sunrise.
Right, there's a damn lot of them. There's a whole damn lot of them.
Jim, what happened? You been hit? Oh, I've had worse than a coon bite.
Shawnee?
No, a couple of old friends.
Which way are they headed?
They're inside. That's all right. They're in no shape to give you any trouble. I just didn't have strength to bury them.
Come on, you old fool. Let's get you inside.
Easy does it.
It was a pretty fair wound, but old Jeb had survived his share of shootouts over the years. He had as much lead in him as Andrew Jackson. But Hawken decided to stay with his friend that fall and winter, and they trapped together in the territory.
Nobody taking these damn hides.
You could tell from the paint on his face that the boy was the son of a Shawnee medicine man. And he had taken the meat and pelts from one of their traps. Now, normally, if you got caught taking another man's hides, it meant your hide. Like I said, Hawken was a different kind of man.
Whoa! Akia! Akia!
It was a rough winter, but a good one. Hawken and Jeb traveled through the whole territory that season, and come Christmas, they brought a record haul of hides into Tackett's trading post, looking for an honest deal. They found something else.
Well, I got some more goods coming in a couple months. This is a mighty pretty car. That's sturdy stuff, too. Jeb, I'll be danged. When did you come out of your hole? I ain't seen you. Ain't seen you in a long time.
Great.
Good to see you, old boy.
Hawken knows she's a friend of mine. Henry Tackett. Well, Henry, how you been?
Oh, I've been good. I just figured. Must have been 6 months since I've seen you.
Yeah, every bit of it.
Yeah. Where you from, Hawken?
Most of my life I spent in the Rocky Mountains.
How do you like Tennessee?
It'll do.
Hey, Jeb, you hear about that woman come down out of St. Louis heading west?
Heading where?
Hey, she's going across the Rockies, heading to California.
Well, I'll be there. Hawken, you hear that? This lady going all the way across the Rockies, heading for California.
First the Alamo, now ladies in the Rockies. I don't know what's happening these days.
That fella trapping with you?
Yeah. He's a good man. He's a good man, Henry.
Been knowing him a long time. He just come in from Texas.
Can I help you?
It's you. Spirit, what are you doing here?
I've been here a while. Selling goods for Mr. Tackett.
Spirit, why don't you get Jeb and Mr. Hawken a couple of them jugs out of the storeroom? Get the jugs, Spirit.
You better get them jugs.
Hawken, I bet you hadn't had any good corn liquor since the rendezvous back in the winter of 32.
Jeb, that's the woman I told you about.
Who?
That one. She's the one who stole my horses about a year ago.
Kid.
Nope. It's her, all right.
She's almost as pretty as buffalo hide.
You Tackett's woman?
Maybe.
Maybe. Either you are or you're not.
He says I am.
Well, what do you say?
I say, do you still want me?
Damn, that liquor's got to kick to it. Yes, sure does.
You know, me and Hawken didn't even know it was almost Christmas.
That's right. I got a little something for you here, old friend. There you go.
Damn. Those come off a hell of a grizzly.
They sure did. Well, drink it up. It's the season to be merry. Hawken, you have a drink, too. You haven't had any for a while.
Near enough, I'd reckon. Where's that Indian girl?
Why?
I ain't seen her around.
And you ain't going to neither. I sent her to bed.
She your woman, Tackett?
She is what I want her to be.
And tonight?
I want her to be. Well, it's time for me to turn in. You two can bunk up in the storeroom over there, and I'll trade you out them skins in the morning.
Well, that's what we're here for.
You sure that's all you're here for now? Hawken, you've been asking an awful lot of questions about my woman.
Well, he just thought he'd seen her somewhere else before. Right, Hawk?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But I was wrong.
Well, seen one Shawnee woman, you seen them all, huh?
Hey, where'd you say that storeroom was? I believe we'll take you up on that.
Right behind you over there.
What in the hell's wrong with you?
Never mind. Let's go to bed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you sleep well?
Fine. Yourself?
Would you really like to know?
Not really.
You gave up your chance once. Remember?
do that. You won't do it again.
You ever touch my woman again, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Maybe you will, and maybe you won't.
Hawken knew that he couldn't leave Spirit again. They would meet at the place called Broken Tree. But Tackett meant what he said, and his men weren't far behind.
What happened?
What? You did it.
You lie down. Lie down. You stay there. Don't move.
Tackett had sent his brother out to bring Spirit back, but evil ran like a disease in their blood, and Tackett's brother had ideas of his own about how to deal with a runaway Indian woman. Hey, you. Hawken sealed his fate that day. He stole another man's woman and killed another man's brother. There was no turning back. He knew that Tackett would be his enemy as long as they both lived. And he knew that put Jeb in danger, too. So they headed for Willow Creek to make sure that Jeb wouldn't pay for what he had done. They rode on, trying to stay one day ahead of Tackett.
There.
We got a ways to go yet. Hey.
Well, here's the rest of your things.
I'll be missing your company, Jeb.
I can take care of that woman. I think you got yourself a good deal.
Well, no, I'll be back before you know it. Loaded with furs to trade, too. Only in Nashville this time.
Don't worry about Tackett. If he comes nosing around, I'll take care of that.
You send him to me. You stay clear of it, Jeb.
Have a good trip, my friend.
Thank you. Get Spirit out here for me, will you? Want to get moving before it starts to rain.
All of my life, you know I've been running from people I don't want to know. I live with the eye of the tiger upon me that hunts me wherever I from this fear. Find me a place where I can rest easy. Find me a place where rivers run free. I turned my back on all my emotions, always kept moving, riding alone. No one to turn to when I was in trouble, nowhere that I could call home. Oh, where rivers run free, that's where we're going, just you and me. Deep in the mountains, far from this madness, I know a place where rivers run free. All of my life I dreamed of a lady riding beside me to where the dove flies. I never knew just what I was missing until I looked in your eyes. Lord, lady, your skin is like satin. Seeing you smile shed sunlight on me. Follow the wind wherever it takes us. We're gonna ride to where rivers run free. Somebody must have sent you from heaven and knew that I needed you here. Oh, where rivers run free, that's where we're going, just you and me. Deep in the mountains, far from this madness, I'm gonna go to where rivers run free. Oh, where rivers run free, that's where we're going, just you and me. Deep in the mountains, far from this madness, I'm gonna take you where rivers run free. I'm gonna take you where rivers run free.
So this is where I come into the story. A boy minding his father, hoping that I was doing right, but knowing I wasn't. I think back to that day now. Paul Hickman behind me, slung over that horse, passed out, then cursing, spitting up blood, then passing out again. I thought I was the one who was shot and gone to hell. I don't know how, but I got the old man home, alive.
Aaron, they ambushed and shot your papa like a stray dog. I didn't have a chance. Ask the boy here. I want you to go over there. I want you to ambush that son of a bitch. And you bring me the head of that beaver man. Here. I want his head. Just like that woman wanted the head of John Baptist in the Bible.
Paul, you need to lay back and get some rest.
Where was you, boy? I didn't hear your rifle. What were you doing when they shoot at your pa? Now listen here. You take your brother up there, and you kill that beaver man. And don't come back empty-handed here.
Hawken, where do I go?
You go south, across that meadow, where two rivers meet. You wait for me.
Hurry.
Don't spring, I'll keep it now.
All right, lady. If you yell when I move my hand from your mouth, I'm gonna stick this gun barrel down your throat and out your asshole. Now, where's your men? I asked you where your men was.
Hold it, Aaron. We can't do nothing till we know where he's at.
You're probably right. Put her there on the bed. I'm going to ask you one more time. Where's your man?
I said I will not say.
I'm going to let you kill her.
Why?
Because you had never killed a woman before.
Have you ever killed one?
Did you kill him?
He wasn't there.
Well, I'll be damned. This here used to be Tackett Squaw. I'm gonna ask you just once, squaw girl. Where's your beaver man?
He left for Texas this morning.
Texas, hell! You ain't never heard of Texas!
Where'd she come from?
Shut up! Take her out and lock her up in the shed in the back. You two ride out and bring me back the head of that beaver man. Take the boy with you. He's got to grow up sometime.
Let's go.
You mean me?
Yeah, Pa says you're going with us. Hold him right here. Stay low.
You better watch him. He's fast.
I found and buried my two brothers. It was an ugly job I'd never had to do before and never want to do again. I went about it slow and careful. Even the devil deserves a proper burial, my mom used to say, especially the devil. Besides, I knew when I was finished, I'd have to face Paul Hickman.
Hey, boy, is that you? You back, boy? Where's your brothers? You gotta talk to me, boy. Where's your brothers? I said, where's your brothers?
Frank and Aaron are dead.
Why aren't you dead? You coward! I'll take your plow in my own hands. I'll kill you myself. You coward! First, I'll take her head and send it to the Beaver Man. And then I'm gonna kill you! I'll hunt you down! You're no son of mine! Your mother gave me a bastard to raise!
Spirit, head for the barn and get your horse.
I'll kill you!
Hold my horse.
Maybe you should go back. He is your pa.
You heard him. It's not my pa. My pa died when I was a baby crossing the Appalachian. I moved here with my mama when I was 8. I watched him slowly work and mistreat my mama till it put her in her grave. I have no sympathy for Pa Hickman. Let's ride.
I knew if Paul had any strength left, he would come after us, and I knew that he had sent word to Tackett that he had Spirit. We went back to Spirit's cabin, but Hawken was gone. Of course, he had to figure that there might be a few more Hickman boys looking for him.
I'm afraid. Why did you do it?
Because it's right.
You afraid?
Sure. I have to do what I feel is right. I'm old enough to make decisions on my own.
Thank you. What are you called? I know it's not stepbrother.
It's Noel.
What if I call you brother?
That's good. Where are we going?
It's not far. A place I live with white men and big Indian women. You find Hawken soon. He will protect you, brother.
He already has. I owe him this.
They're gone.
You wait here.
Jed?
We didn't know it, of course, but Hawken was looking for us, too. the cabin, just where he was going to build that porch, we found Jeb Klein's grave.
Will you place this for me?
What does it say?
Anawajiata, spirit.
What does it mean?
My dear friend, Jeb, spirit.
Come on, Spirit, let's go.
There was nothing to do but go to town. In those days, talk at the trading post was the only way to get news in Tennessee. When we rode in, we found out that Tackett cleared out and sold the place, and the lady who bought it had the whole story.
Oh, that'll be 2 bits, please. There you go. Thank you. How much are these, please? I'll be with you in a moment. Aren't you a Hickman?
Yes.
I'm so sorry about your paw.
Thank you.
That stranger who brought him in here this morning, who is he? He was tall and bearded and right handsome. One thing that set him aside from all the others was the fact that he was carrying 2 revolvers that I've never seen before. I asked him about him, but he didn't want to talk about him at all. All he wanted to know was where Tackett was, and he asked a lot about Jeb Klein, an old trapper friend of his. I told him Jeb was buried on his place.
Do you know how Mr. Klein died?
Well, like I told that stranger, I don't rightly know. Tackett and some of his men said they found him and buried him on his place. That's all they ever said about it.
This is it.
I'm gonna let you go in alone.
Come in.
You the man that handles the dead?
Well, if you mean am I the undertaker, the answer is no. I just record deaths officially for the state of Tennessee.
I don't know what you are, but I'm here to see my pa.
Is he dead or alive, son? He's right behind that curtain if you would like to see him.
I half expected the old man to curse me. He probably was from the other side, but I couldn't hear him. I'd never been in a room so cold.
Was it just the one hole in him?
Just the one in the chest. The gunman who brought him in, he didn't leave any money for burial, so if you're prepared...
Just put him away. No marker, no words, no tears. Just bury him, understand?
I still need...
A deposit?
Yes.
Well, I got one for you. Now, if my pa isn't properly buried by dark, I'm going to deposit a ball of lead a half-inch in diameter just under the skull and on top of the brain. You got that, mister?
You don't have to worry about it. Mr. Tackett, he'll take care of the cost of the burial.
Mr. Tackett?
Was it him?
Yeah. Don't worry, you did what you had to do.
I want to find Hawken. Tackett and his men.
Holly? Miss Clausen?
I'm over here, changing my clothes.
Tackett and his men are riding in.
We need to hide.
Oh, good Lord. All right, hide in the barn. Hide in the barn. Y'all follow me. Here we go. You wait, I'll check first, then you can hide in the barn. Go, come on, come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hide in the barn, hide in the barn.
Put the horses in the shed out back, then come on inside.
Sir!
Howdy, ma'am.
Would y'all put your horses in that corral back there, but don't put them in the barn. I got loose feed in there, and I don't want...
I done told him that. I told him to put them in that shed in the corral. You're not very friendly, Holly. Ain't you glad to see me?
Not especially.
What's the matter? Ain't you got the money to pay me?
Yeah, I do.
Well, let's see. How much you figure you owe me these days?
After this payment, this place will be mine in only 2 more.
Mm-hmm. Say, anybody been asking about me?
No, no, should there have been?
Well, I left a lot of women behind. Hmm?
Go to those woods and hide by the creek. Go.
His horse is up. We're gonna get Tackett. Look what we have here. A real live woman stiller.
My fight's not with you boys. So if you want to be leaving here alive, now's the time to walk.
I don't know about this one, Walleye. That son of a bitch looks like trouble. Let's get Tackett and get out of here.
Shut up, Buzzy. Spread out a little.
Hold on, boys. You're all going to be leaving. You're going to be leaving one at a time.
Did you see that, Tackett? Now you shut up. Get out to the barn. Go on.
Hawken, Tackett, and one of his men is headed out toward the barn. Hawken, be careful. I hid Spirit in the barn.
I was scared. Tackett scared me more than anyone I had faced in my life, even Paul Hickman. But scared or not, I had to help Hawken. I crept back up the hill to the barn. I couldn't let him face Tackett alone.
Anyone else inside?
No. Where's the girl, Spirit?
I hit her at the creek behind the barn when it all started.
Anyone else left up there alive except you?
Hawken.
Get out there, and when he comes down that path, kill him.
How many years have passed, and I can still see those days so clearly. Why not, though? Those days made my life over. I could have ended up like Paul Hickman, knowing only greed and meanness. I was lucky. Today, I'm a sheriff in these parts, making sure there's a law for people to stand by. And Hawken, he joined the Texas Rangers. There was a job to be done, he said. He and Spirit lived together near Fort Sam Houston. A long and happy life, like they deserved. Spirit and I visit his grave regular now. It's more from love than duty. He saved the life of that woman, and he made the life of this man.
All of my life, you know I've been running from people I don't want to know. I live with the eye of the tiger upon me, who hunts me wherever I go. Oh, take me away from here, far from his anger, far from this fear. Find me a place where I can rest easy. Find me a place where rivers run free. I turned my back on all my emotions, always kept moving, riding alone. No one to turn to when I was in trouble, nowhere that I could call home. Oh, where rivers run free, that's where we're going, just you and me. Deep in the mountains, far from this madness, I know a place where rivers run free. All of my life I dreamed of a lady riding beside me to where the dove flies. I never knew just what I was missing until I looked in your eyes. Lord, lady, your skin is like satin. Seeing you smile shed sunlight on me. Follow the wind wherever it takes us. We're gonna ride to where rivers run free. Somebody must have sent you from heaven. They knew that I needed you here. Oh, where rivers run free, that's where we're going, just you and me. Deep in the mountains, far from this madness, I'm gonna go to where rivers run free. Oh, where rivers run free, that's where we're going, just you and me. Deep in the mountains, far from this madness, I'm gonna take you where rivers run free. I'm gonna take you where